How I went from being a single mom to now a successful financial influencer, and how you can do it too. So, 7 years ago, I was broke and I didn't understand how to grow a brand. Honestly, I didn't even have a business to understand what a brand was. Now, I am a successful financial influencer and I help other people do the same thing. So, back in 2019, I was so desperate for a change in my life. I actually moved from the situation that I was in with my daughter's father and I moved in with my mom. And when I did this, I felt a sense of self and I felt the need to want to better my life. So I went to try to find a house for me and my daughter, and the mortgage loan officer told me that he wouldn't lend to me no matter what because my credit was terrible. So that kind of got me into how to start fixing my credit. Now, in the midst of that, before I was looking to fix my credit, I filed for bankruptcy. Wish I hadn't done that, but I did. And when I filed for bankruptcy, I was heading towards another one because I didn't understand credit. This is where I really wanted to dive into financial literacy and understand how credit and money works so I wouldn't go back down that path. I found an opportunity that was able to help me fix my credit and finances. So not only was I able to fix my credit, I was able to help other people as well and get compensated for it, which was great at the time because I had just been laid off from my job. So I had no income and also my credit was terrible. Once I started my program, I was able to get the bankruptcy deleted, medical collections, and repo. And when I got those deleted, I was now able to speak to other people about the situation. I was able to talk to people on their pain points because I understood it because I was there. I use the services that I'm helping other people use. You don't have to be perfect to start your business. So that was my turning point when I chose financial literacy with no experience or background. What I learned in this situation is nobody will save me. I have to save myself, and I took that ideal and I ran with it. So my rise in building my brand, I posted on social media sometimes, but I never used it for business to this capacity. So I started using things like ChatGPT, which is a great source if you are learning content creation. It will give you outlines, it'll give you content calendars. Use that to really maximize on your business. If you don't know how to use ChatGPT, I suggest you learn. Also, I learned how to use Canva. This was great for different things like flyers and events. I would ask people on social media if they would mind sharing a flyer on their page to their audience, and they didn't mind. A lot of times you could do that and discount your services, but you want to become the go-to person. You want to be that person that people can come to in the situation that they need their finances and their credit fixed. And that's what I was dedicated to do. At the beginning, it was just flyer posts. And once I learned content creating, that's when everything shifted. With content creation, it is one of the greatest things because you can really reach the masses of who you are talking to. You can really reach your tribe in content creation because you can talk to a specific person. The way I look at it is I'm talking to past me, the one who wanted so badly to get out of that situation, the one who wanted to do better for her child, the one who was asking for gas money to get to to work, the place who was supposed to be paying her. That's who I talk to on a day-to-day basis, and that's who I coach. You want to get clear on who you're speaking to. So as I was doing this, I started to build a brand around financial services. And mind y'all, I did this. I did get a job in the process. I did 5 figures, and that was part-time. You don't need to have a lot of time as long as you are very intentional. You don't have to put all your time into this starting out, as long as you are intentional about what you are posting and who you are talking to. So that's why I say be intentional. Use your social media to bring you in some additional income. You're going to be scrolling anyway, you might as well. Now I help other women grow and monetize their content. Whether you are an entrepreneur, a coach, financial influencer, I help you get to your tribe. 3 things that you can do to start your journey. For one, you want to niche down. For me, it was financial literacy. Credit services is what people know me for, but that's not all I offered. It was budgeting, savings, business funding, all that. But it was financial literacy. That was the umbrella. That was the one thing that I focused on. The second thing you want to do is make sure you are creating your content with confidence. So when you are coming up here and you're speaking to someone, if you know about the subject, talk about it. It's important to know about the subject, but when you get in front of a camera, I know it's hard when it's our first time. It'll feel awkward. It won't look right, but you have to get in front of the camera and be as confident as you can be. I know that's hard when it's new. And speak to the person who you used to be before you reached your transformation. This was huge for me. And this is how I started to create content. I was just confident about what I talked about because I know what I know. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be messy. Just get the content out there, especially when it comes to short form content like TikToks or Reels. Those are easy because it's only, a minute long? But get comfortable with talking about the product comfortably. Third thing, you want to learn how to sell without being salesy. So a good way that my mentor went over this with me is when you're talking to somebody about anything, you want to make sure that you're listening. You want to be a listener and not a talker. So the negative connotation that people have with anyone selling anything is they talk. This is all they do. They don't listen to the pain points. If you let a person talk long enough, you will hear why they want to start things, why they're looking for a change, what are their goals and aspirations. If you can listen to that, you can speak to that, and that will be easier to sell. That's easier to convert, okay? So you want to do this in your marketing when you're when you're doing your content creating, and you also want to do this in consultations if you decide to do consultations. So if you're ready to start building your influence and income like I did, go ahead and check out my coaching program, Content to Cash, and it is linked in my bio. And comment Financial Queen, and also subscribe so you can get weekly content on how to build and grow your business and your brand on social media. All right, that's all I have, guys. See you later.